Greetings and salutations again everyone, and welcome back to more Borderlands Legacy, I guess. Previously just got started and fixed the frame rate of this game by a good amount. Not perfect, but it's gonna have to do. This episode, we're going to find Nine Toes. Simple as that. Find Nine Toes and get a whole ton of stuff. This episode might be a bit longer. I want to say right now, if you do everything you can at the very start of the game, it takes at least 4 hours unless you speedrun it. So, could be in a situation where this whole stage is going to take a long time. So there will be jump cuts. Do you know that? Here's the thing, there'll be jump cuts. Boom! And of course, there's not much I can say about this game. Rolling through it. Well, I hope so. If you're watching this to see what Borderlands is like, this isn't the series to start with, I'm gonna say. Wait till like Borderlands 2 or pre-sequel. The first game is brilliant. It's an absolute, it's known as a legend in the first-person shooter world. But this is the PC version. And it's Game Year enhanced. So there are going to be some stuttering. But I think no matter what version I recorded, it was going to be judged regardless. Because the original game doesn't look that good by today's standards. And of course it doesn't. It's a very old game. Hey, level up. Ding, newbie. This is our first skill point. Now we have a new skill. And another achievement. But anytime that sublet in the bottom left is full, basically I can turn invisible, take no damage, and cause giant explosions. Also known as phase walk. Pretty fun stuff there. Here we go. We've got some new stuff. We have a stronger SMG. TDO, I believe. Tech 2 simple pistol. This is a TDO. TDO is a weapon brand in this game, and quite a good one at that. TDO is different every, well, it's not different every single Borderlands game. It has some differences in 2 and 3 and pre-sequel. But in this game, TDO is all about ammo regen. In the future games, it's all about being thrown at people. Basically, in the future games, empty your weapons and chuck them at people. It's fun in those games, but I prefer the Borderlands 1 version. Why? Because it's based on ammo regen. I was considering playing another character, because it would have been interesting to have a character with an ammo. But I'm going to play as the characters that I want in these series. That's why I'm playing Lilith right now. I want to play as Lilith, so I'm going to play Lilith. I already have characters lined up for the other games, so don't worry about that. Peekaboo. Well, they're jumping off ledges. How's he still alive? He's all the way down now. Oh, just ignore that for now. Okay, the frame rate is a bit bad in this area. But here we have our first boss. Safety first, just Nine Toes. guy can be a bit difficult. Like, I'm expecting myself to die to him because for the first boss in the Borderlands franchise, it's actually a bit difficult early game. Because you'll not fight one boss but three. These two skags. They're named after different toes, I guess. Yeah, I'm probably gonna die here. Yeah, I'm dead. Can't see anything. Oh. I went into the chat menu apparently. I was trying to reload. But yeah, it can be a bit difficult if you're caught having to reload. This is why they give you grenades, or give you a side quest to buy grenades. Because they're pretty good against them. It is embarrassing I died to the boss, but what am I gonna do now? But head on back to him. You just to be careful of these skags. You can kill them, but I prefer to kill them last. I believe I actually just got something very interesting there. I did. Got a fire weapon known as the Clipper. Now, Lilith is known as a Siren class. They specialize mostly in elemental damage. Big Love is actually the only exception, where she's just based on doing damage in general. But she's good at doing fire damage and all sorts of stuff. So if you need to, just burn the enemies. Dandy. Here we got what's known as a terrible shotgun. The name says it all. It's actually meant to be terrible, but it's stronger than the cheap SMG. Oh, we have enough skill points as well. This is when we start thinking about what to do. There's all sorts of stuff. Like increased capacity of shields, your melee attacks can daze enemies. Daze is pretty bad in this game. There's a couple of differences. You could go down this tree, which is green, known as the Assassin, which is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go for Slayer. Because critical hit damage. So if I need to, I can hit an enemy in the face and they'll take more damage. Basically, I'm going to spec myself out in the damage. I got a pretty decent sniper there. If I could carry a third weapon, that'd be great. If you want to carry more weapons, you have to go through the game. You'll get more slots later on. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to head back to TK Baja, because that's where we're required to go, so I'll see you guys there. And we're back. Not much happened off screen. I farmed a little bit of XP, but just leveled up there. More crit damage, obviously. But I found an enemy and killed it. Didn't get anything interesting from it though. There's enemies in this game known as bloated. They will give you extra stuff, basically, like more weapons and the like. But I didn't find anything at the moment. I didn't get anything from it. Like everything in my inventory is still the same. Like I grabbed a couple things, like I got a legendary sniper, some assault rifle I believe, and fire. Maybe it was just a sniper. But the sniper's quite cool. Love is quite good with snipers in this game. There's another character in this game that excels as snipers compared to her. But we're not playing that character. But he is good. He's good with every gun though. And this is our grenade mod. It changes how grenades behave. Basically, if the transfusion, they heal you. If not, then fine. Actually, I think that might have been a fire SMG. Yeah, I want a fire SMG. That'll be good. But they all do different stuff. Transfusion heals you. Ours is an explosive move. It splits into more grenades when it's thrown, which is handy. Pretty useful. Blisters in the vendor. I will be checking them constantly. Ooh, hello. That's nice. Because there's no values in this game. Ooh. I can't afford it. That's so close. What will I get if I sell that? 318. That would be enough. There's a lot. And now I'm considering, I actually sell my grenade. Because the transfusion is super useful. I can't choose it yet. But when I get to level 13, that's going to be super useful. So that's actually a pretty good way to get that. We got Catch a Ride, and TK has more work. So we're going to go to TK Baja because he wants to see us. And there's Scooter. Yeah, we're gonna see TK, and Scooter is a recurring character in the Borderlands franchise. We'll be seeing him at some point. TK has more work, and so they want us to go all the way back there. Because they want to kill, I believe. Yeah, they want to kill a specific skag. Yeah, both of TK side quests take place over here, so I'm going to do that. I'm not going to jump cut because they're pretty much right there. I could jump cut to when I get the quest completed. I'll be doing that later on, but basically this is a mini boss. Or rare enemy that they want us to kill. A pretty good shield. Let's put it up west. There's another side quest. Bit of a strange one. But this is just grabbing a couple of things known as echo devices. Our character got it from Claptrap. Well, not of here got it from Claptrap. Basically allows you to, it's basically just like a giant tablet really, thinking about it. But you can equip your weapons from it and all that stuff, but they can also record voice messages. When the game deems it necessary. Usually it seems to be whenever. Let me just check my inventory. Yeah, can I equip a third weapon? Yeah, I know when we can, I think. It's gonna be so useful. And Lilith, who I'm playing right now, her actual skill gives her increased movement speed. Because she's known for being good at speed ones. I believe there's actually another character in this game that's better at speed runner. If not, she might be the speed running character. But, like I said, if I'm ever going to speed run a game, it's going to be fine. It'll be like Pikmin or something, like something simple. Well, not simple isn't easy, but something that I could probably learn. Right. Go into Facebook, hit all that. Well, these skags. Do we need to skip the opening cutscenes? Because copyright. Of course, music may get copyrighted. So I'm going to record like 5 episodes, I think, and then upload the first one. So by the time you guys have seen the first episode, this one is literally in the works. I just how it is. I'd rather have a couple episodes just ready to upload whenever, in comparison to not having them. Oh, there's a rare enemy known as a bloated whack. Now there's 6 different varieties in this game, but the 5 you're gonna be seeing the most are regular variety, which is a white weapon basically that will have white text and a white beam coming out of it and it drops on the ground. Then have green, which is used for mission items as well. Then blue, purple and orange. Remember the phrase, when grandma burps, Peter obeys. It's another way to just remember exactly what the weapon order is. The higher, the better, so you want to get an orange. There's this guy known as Scar. He can be tough. And so the strategy is to set him on fire and let the fire damage do all the work. As you can see, not working so well. Scar is pretty much a badass gag. They hit harder, have more health. You see a badass, you want to make sure you have a way to deal with it. There you go. And Scar dropped a purple layer, which could be useful. As you can see, we died pretty easily. We got TK's leg, which will help us. And honestly, I'm going to go for more Slayer, more crit damage. Could be handy. But the weapon he dropped is a Raptor. Now, weapons here can have red text. Like the Clipper, you can see it has orange and then red text. Red text means it's unique. So when a specific enemy can drop like 9 toes, for example. And so he got it from him. I believe Scar does have a unique he can drop, like a shotgun. Now usually, the better the rarity of usually the higher the rarity, the better the weapon is. But this is back in Borderlands 1, so it's kind of up to personal preference, because it can be really good weapons. The orange too, but you could also just find a weapon that's better. It's just like, I don't know, white rarity or something. That's how the Borderlands work. You can have a super powerful legendary weapon, but in the case of like Borderlands 2, I want to say for example, there's a lot of blue rarity weapons that make orange rarity weapons look weak. That's what you want to keep an eye out for. I know you can say, but Borderlands 3 makes somewhat, like, makes legendary seem amazing. Yeah. Borderlands 3 kind of has a tendency to do that. Like you guys will see in Borderlands 2, when I eventually play it, or even like just Borderlands pre-sequel, I'll probably not be using that many legendaries. In fact, at the end of this game, I actually won't have a legendary, I don't think. I might have one, and that's about it. That's a pretty handy thing to remember. You can use whatever you want in any Borderlands games, but free, apparently. Because in Borderlands 3, they tend to buff a bunch of weapons. Usually legendaries. Like Borderlands 3, you'll probably not see me using a blue rarity item, because there's no point to. And that's one thing in Borderlands 3 that I wish would happen. I wish it would just buff a bunch of items to quest rewards. Borderlands 3, there was like no reason to use a blue rarity item. Unless you're doing like a challenge, maybe. Now, I will say right now that maybe points this series where I go 2-player. Or there might also be some points where I just decide to change characters halfway through the season. Well, not season. It's like a TV show. But, I mean, like, there might be points in, let's say, Borderlands pre-sequel. I know who I'm going to play in that game, but I might also just play another character at different points and mix it up a bit. For Borderlands 1, I don't really intend to. I tend to just play Lilith and that's it. There are other characters in this game. You have Brick, Mordecai, and Roland. Brick is all about gaining people's faces with shotguns and doing high explosive damage, and it's a fun playstyle. But I'm not going to level up all the characters in this game. There's no reason for me to. You then have Mordecai, who's basically about using pistols and snipers. That's one thing I should explain. In this game there is a weapon proficiency system. Basically it's like leveling up before your guns. Like right now I'm using this pistol. It's probably wastes proficiency just a little bit. Can move, stuck on a rock. And we're another badass skeg. Grab the mission item and run. Need more pistol ammo. Oh, come on, really? Ah, definitely dead. There's nothing I can do about that. I guess that gives me a chance to show the weapon proficiency system is here, I believe, yeah. Got level 1, well, I got level 1 on these 3 particularly, but the more you use the type of weapon, the more benefits you get. Like accuracy, damage, so on and so forth. I honestly completely forgot that system was in this game. If I'm being completely honest, but that is something that's in this game. I'm still playing the combat music. There we go. Let me just change that actually. Okay, the option's not there. It's on the main menu. That's fine now. I'm just hoping I don't get copyright hit for this. But this whole mission was just collecting those flowers, so basically you won't through this area with the mission track and you'll find where they are, so I'm actually gonna perform a jump cut here and go back to TK Baja once I get this mission done. So I'll see you guys then. And we're back now with 2 side quests to turn in and the level up. I got level up while I was away doing the side quest because I got to kill the skag and such. Why are they here? I had to go to Firestone bounty board for that, but get 2 more points to slip. Once you get 5 points in a tree, you get the next row. And this obviously is a bonus up. We're going down the assassin's tree first. But that extra damage, because that's kind of how I prioritize making my characters in this. Focus on damage first and survivability later. And of course this episode is going to be a bit longer because I'm going to see what I can do. I'm going to put a new rule in the series as well. I know it's episode 2, but still. If I've been through an area and I feel like the side quest isn't worth showing, I'm just not going, like I'm going to speed it up. Like literally that's just what I'm going to do. Right, so we're going to catch a ride. It's good. Let's look at it as a vehicle. We'll see how these quests do. But you know, actually, I'm going to end the episode here. See you guys in the next one.